莫文金先生，众所周知呢，中国政府在最近几年呢，提出了“一带一路”的这样的一个战略的规划，振兴经济的战略规划。那么，国内外有很多经济学家呢也在解读。我的问题是呢，您怎么认为，怎么去看待“一带一路”对中国和全球经济的这样的一个影响？谢谢。
非常好的问题哈。
Well, recently, the Chinese government has raised the policy of the importance of one road, one belt. And how would you think of the impact this might bring to China or even globally?
I think this is the next step in the further integration of the world economy. I think it's a very imaginative step for China to take, and I think it's one that certainly in Europe people welcome warmly, because it does open up the possibility of a much more successful integration of the Asian economy right through to Western Europe. And I think this is to be welcomed, because our history, certainly in Britain, is that trade, free trade, the exchange of ideas is a very important part of economic growth. We learn from each other. And just as many people in Europe have learnt from each other by travelling within Europe, now we need to expand that. And I think that Asia and Europe together has a tremendous future with greater integration, exchange of people, ideas, and of course particularly goods and services through trade. So we will watch with enormous interest, but I think you will see a very enthusiastic participation of countries in Europe in this project.
首先一点就是这个政策肯定是会受到很大的欢迎。那么我们从历史上来看的话，其实“一带一路”这样的一个做法，其实包括这个贸易，包括自由观念的观念的这样的一个交换哈。其实从长远上来说，对于两国的经济或者这个多国的这种经济都是有帮助的。所以呢，莫文金院士他相信，其实“一带一路”特别是在欧洲会受到极大的欢迎，而且会有很多的欧洲国家会非常积极的参与到这样的一个行动里面来，所以整体的这个反应是非常正面的。
这个咱们时间哈确实非常有限啊，因为原来给莫文金先生这个预约的时间可能只有1个小时多一些，现在已经快接近2个小时，所以我想这个在我们大家最后在感谢他的时候哈，网友上还有很多问题，那么我最后只能代表网友提一个问题哈，也就是说，这个问题是，当我们面临当今这个不确定的世界，今天晚上谈到很多，包括给政府的这个建议哈，给各个央行行长的建议，给政府的建议，减税啊等等，包括给企业的建议。那么对我们个人来说，这个是可能众多网友所关心的。我们在面临这样的一个世界，应该怎么办？能不能在也是新年之初哈，2017年新年之初，那么请莫文金院士给我们一点建议。
This one last question actually from online participant. Well, we are at the beginning of a new year, and we are facing tremendous uncertainty and turbulences in this unstable world. How are we going to deal with this uncertainty and these turbulences in the future?
As an individual, for each individual,
right.
Could you give us any suggestions?
On individual level, yeah.
Well, let me first thank the audience on the internet for staying with this and still being there.
首先要感谢你一直在听。首先。
I think it's important to try and see the uncertainty in perspective. When you open the newspapers, we are told, the world has never been more uncertain. And this has been true every year for a long time. And it can't be true that uncertainty just keeps on getting higher. We get more nervous about it, maybe. And I think lots of the stories in newspapers that make people nervous disappear and go away. I think that it's important not to get, as an individual, too worried or too excited about what seems to be going on in the world. The big picture is that the world is less violent, is safer, is more peaceful than it's ever been. And of course there are areas where there is still violence and uncertainty, particularly the Middle East, and some terrorist attacks which come onto home soil in all our countries. But actually these are very small in comparison with the wider uncertainties that we all face about sickness and death. More people die in road accidents than in terrorist attacks or in wars. We ought to hold on to that. We have to accept that life is uncertain, but not to be paralyzed by it. We should take precautions, behave sensibly, but still realize that the world isn't going to end tomorrow, and we should go out and not only enjoy ourselves, but try to find satisfaction and fulfillment in our work as well.
Like the 007 movie says, tomorrow never dies.
Exactly.
Yes. 我翻译一下啊，那个莫文金院士呢，他首先他说我们应该感谢这个不确定性。不确定性，我们每天打开报纸，我们打开手机，都能看到关于各种不确定性的这些报道。那么在我们的心里面，其实是存在对于这样一种不确定性的恐慌的。那么我们看到，在过去的很多年里面，其实我们也一直都在面对着这样一种不确定性。那么为什么我们现在把这个不确定性提到这么高的一个高度来谈论它呢？其实不是因为它增加了，而是因为我们对它的紧张感增加了。我们对于一件事情它是否会发生的这样的一个判断，其实更多的程度上取决于我们主观的感觉。也就是说呢，这个其实是媒体造成的一个结果。那么我们现在看一下这个大的画面是什么？对于我们每个人来说，其实这个世界正在变得更好，这个世界变得更安全了，变得更少暴力了，那么也变得更加和平了。同时呢，我们会看到有的时候在路上因为交通事故死亡的人数可能会增加，可能会甚至多于这个恐怖袭击的人数。但是我们看到的是什么呢？我们更多的看到的是恐怖袭击在全世界范围之内的发生，这使得我们有了焦虑和恐慌的感觉，这是没有必要的。我们正在生活在一个更好的时代，生活在一个有更多的这个变化、更多进步、更多科技和创新的时代。在这个时代里面，我们是完全可以享受这个时代所带给我们的丰富的这个生活的这个质量的进步的。所以呢，大家大可没有必要去为了这个不确定性去太多的担心。每天上班努力的工作，回到家好好的享受生活，把每一天都过得非常的充实，非常的有质量，那么就是对我们来说是最大的收获。Excellent.
Thank you very much for coming and listening to me tonight. I've had a wonderful time in Beijing. The sun has been shining with blue skies every day since I arrived. Thank you for your patience. I apologize for speaking in English, but let us give a special round of thanks and applause to our wonderful translator.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. 我再翻译一下。莫文金先生呢，非常高兴大家能够听他讲这么长的时间啊，能够一直的陪伴，而且呢，就是他不能说中文，很抱歉。同时呢，他来到中国这么长时间，一直都看到的是蓝天白云，这让他非常的开心。所以，我们再一次以热烈的掌声感谢莫文金院士今天晚上的贡献，谢谢。Thank you, thank you. It was such a wonderful talk.
这个我想在最后也是再一次感谢莫文金先生。那么可以说今天晚上的2个小时真的是一场思想的盛宴这个基本上即使在全国大多数大学里，基本都是很难听到这样的所以我们要感谢莫文金先生愿意抽出他宝贵的时间，也要感谢中信出版集团这次因为他的新书出版，那么特别邀请这个莫文金先生来到中国，能够给我们分享到这样的跟一个央长面对面，大家想想看，这样的机会真的是非常难得，也要感谢我们所有的朋友们的支持。